Yo. Primetime. What's good?
We out here, man. First podcast. Chilling it. Killing it. Ready to flow with it.
Wendy Joe is studying.
Wendy Joe is studying. Wendy Joe is a part of the podcast, but you'll never know it because she don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when we add Wendy Joe in there, you be like, who's Wendy Joe, man? Understand that there's always somebody behind the scenes.
She's like Buck Wild.
Buck Wild. Yes. Yes. I love it. And guess what? It's going to be what it's going to be. All right? So, check it out. I'm going to have to produce this thing. I'm going to put it all together. I'm going to make it all work. All right? So, first thing I'm going to tell you is, how we know each other. I know Just Blaze from back in the day, T&J Auto Body. I was on KFC. Little League Baseball at East Hartford, Connecticut. Killing it. Ever since then, chill, went to East Hartford High, quarterback, a.k.a. Touchdown Thompson. This is the intro. This is what y'all want to know. Oh, what's the podcast going to be about? What this is going to be about. This is what you got to learn.
It's a fabricated story, everybody.
Nah, it's not fabricated. It's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? We chilling right now. All right? So it's a couple things that I want to put out there. So this is not a family show. This is a grown family show. All right? So I don't think I'm going to drop too many F-bombs, but I know somebody who might. So you know what? Just bear with us. All right? Other thing, too, is we talk fitness, we talk workout, but Jay got to hook up on the technology. Me, I got to hook up on the building material. But together, we a perfect team. And Wendy Joe is in the back, making sure we don't get too crazy. You know what I mean? Making sure it's all balanced. You know what I mean? It's good to see you in the producing room. Got the one train instrumentals in the background, so that's how we're going to do it. So one of the first topics I wanted to talk about was for our athletes out there. There's two types of people. I mean, to me, and I'll pass it over to Just Blaze. First of all, I'm Primetime. That's Just Blaze, okay? So get that straight.
That's right.
So there's two types of people out there, you know, how it is in our training. You got athletes and you got civilians. You know what I mean? To me, the difference is how you motivate them. So the athlete is going to be motivated by trying to get that first place, by trying to be on that varsity team, by trying to get that championship. And you motivate them by telling them, you know, that the opponent is working harder than them. The civilian on the other side, they don't really got a game. They don't got anything to perform for. They might have a wedding that they're trying to do, but that voice is kind of gone. You know what I mean? Now, for me, I'm a former athlete, now civilian. I don't have anything turned up. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to catch.
Back in the day, P, yo, you were a civilian that was trying to be an athlete, yo. Remember those days?
Now, back in the day, I was a civilian trying to be an athlete, trying to make it to the league.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Primetime used to be 220 pounds. I mean,
trying to make it to the league, you know? And this is 220, man. Right now, I'm like 182, 183.
That was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
What was going through your mind?
Well, first of all,
back in the day, let's
go ahead, break it down.
Let's ask my man JD Primetime, you know, aka extraordinaire. You know what I mean? What was going through your cotton picking mind? I'm sorry, excuse me. I have to bleep that
It's
out.
all good. No, we ain't bleeping it out. That is what it is.
I mean, what possessed you to be so big? It scared the Jesus out of me, yo.
Yo, I went to Texas. I trained for 10 weeks. Had a little tryout, and essentially I trained the wrong way. I did a bunch of bodybuilder shit. I did some slow movement stuff, not a lot of functional training. I took creatine, and I came back, and I was worse off.
You were huge.
I was big.
You were huge. You could barely get off the block.
I'm going to tell you what nobody else knows about that experience.
What?
I ran a 4.9. I ran a 4.98 at the combine. I almost ran a 5 flat at the combine.
But you were running a 5 flat when we were trying to get you straight.
Yeah. Right? So then that's like right before the functional training thing comes on. And then this guru with glasses comes and is like, yo, let me train you. And I'm like, hell no. Only thing you do is crack jokes. You don't really know what you talk. Like, you know what I mean? You probably do, but like, I'm serious. Like, no, let me train. I'm like, all right, Just Blaze. Let me train you. And then Just Blaze came, and you know what I mean? We was cool, but after that, we got cooler. And then after that, the functional training, long before we got popular, that's what it came about, you know, long before all of that. So, fast forward 15 years later.
Primetime was my first experiment.
Yeah, he used to call me the protege.
Yeah, it's like my Frankenstein experiment.
Yeah, man.
So it's like you know the Michael Jordan commercial Primetime.
What up?
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Right. I remember that.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
that.
well, I always knew Primetime could do a lot of things better than me.
Right.
But I had to show him to make him be better than me.
Right.
Because I wasn't built to do all that.
Right.
But I could see inside a lot of the people like my man, like you can do what I do, and if you do it better than me, you're a success.
Yeah,
I know it's arrogant, but damn, I was good at what I did.
It was arrogant, but it was also selfless. You know what I mean? It was selfless. There's not a lot of people out there sharing information, you know? Sure. And I was a hard worker, so I was willing to do whatever it is that it took, you know? Obviously, I was headed down the wrong path, so I needed something. My way was definitely not working.
Yo, I lost all the videos, yo.
It's all good, man. We got enough of them, you know?
Yeah,
so, all right. So back to it. So what is this podcast about? This podcast, man, is about life, man. You know, we some above average civilians going to tell you how to get your workout right. And the one thing that you can learn, okay, so one thing is like for my athletes out there, and we're going to address everybody, because I train athletes and also train people who don't have any competitive events going on, as well as Just Blaze does as well.
Yes.
All right, so one thing is like, how do you go from second to first? You know what I mean? It's one thing to go from off the bench to the start, you got a big jump, but how do you go from second to first? Like getting to the top, making those preparations, getting there, and then just missing
getting to the top and getting there in the first place is basically you don't prepare and just let things come to you. Setting a goal sometimes are what people don't think, and this is just my opinion. You know what I mean? But just like working out with you all the time, it's like the goal is just to work out and be better amongst yourself, right? So when you set out the goals, sometimes people have this I guess there's this plateau, I'm gonna call it. It's not a hill because they get to this little peak and then they get to this flat part.
Essentially, what that is,
and they're wondering why there's no other hill to climb.
Right.
And it's just like that over motivation to put yourself somewhere where you're not supposed to be because you haven't, like, I guess succumbed to your ailments. I mean, that's what it is.
Right.
If you know, and I both know, we've succumbed to our ailments as athletes because if you don't, you get that old man athlete fever, and then all of a sudden you don't got no knee, you ain't got no hip. Turn some Achilles, and all of a sudden then you become like 300 pounds. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? So sometimes it's that mental part of where, you know, what is really the right thing for you in your lifestyle? Because you can be, you know, a couple of pounds overweight and still be healthy.
Now, are you talking to the high school, or are you talking to
everybody?
Everybody.
Universal, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The universal athlete could always be who they want to be if they just, you know, slowly took it amongst themselves just to be better. Does that make sense?
How would they be better?
You have to be right around the right minds, man. It's very hard.
So you gotta change your environment. You gotta add people. You gotta take away people.
And that's very hard for a young person to do. You know what I'm saying?
They can do it.
They can do it, but that's not what a young person wants to do.
All right. So coming from
the world has changed. It's not like when we were young trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the opportunity where you don't have people around you looking at you and trying to, like, you know, see what you can do and watch your journey. You know, we didn't have nobody watching our journeys. We had to actually do the journey.
It's true.
So
this was before the YouTube days.
Yeah.
Before you could pretty much self-medicate. You know.
True.
That wasn't really.
This is the days of being out in Gun Wave in New Haven, throwing like baseballs like we're some white boys in the freaking hood.
Gun Wave in New Haven.
with the white bulldog or Callahoola, what the hell is it called?
The Callahoola bulldog.
Bulldog, you're in the hood.
Yeah, that was Diamond Street, man.
Throwing baseballs like we know what's going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That was Diamond Street, brought it back.
So that's what I'm saying. What you're saying is just a mentality thing.
The mentality.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a mentality. It's a universal. It has nothing to do with an athlete or the, you know, the 9-to-5 person. The 9-to-5 person have just as much motivation as the athlete. You know, it's just how they use that energy.
So you mean okay? So if you got somebody that came, East Hartford Invitational Tournament, he got second place. Right.
You talking about wrestling?
We talking about just any athlete. He got second place. Let's just say he got second place, or let's just say you had a wide receiver, and he got honorable mention all conference.
Yeah.
What is one thing that he can do to get first team all conference, first team all state, like to take it to that next level where they're doing everything they can, and like you said, they're plateauing? how do they get it past the plateau? What is something that they're not thinking about?
I think those kids that are right there at the cusp, if they learn that not going out and trying to perform better, they will learn how to be better, and that will get them to the freaking next level. Performance is relative, man. That's just my belief.
Okay.
You know, your belief systems make you perform to where you want to be and what your
your
growth is. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have people to nurture that part about you. It's not about you jumping on boxes and being able to do all this jumping around bull crap.
So where do they get it from?
It's family. It's exposure. It's people, man. I mean, you have to have a good coach. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people have great coaches that get them to a point, but you gotta remember those coaches are getting paid. So no matter if they know what they wanna, maybe get you to understand, they're still getting paid. So it's still relative to the individual and what the parent or what the person wants to get out of what they're trying to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
So is that what you would tell him if he came to you and spoke to you? He'd say, "Yo, listen, I heard your podcast. I heard it was amazing. I heard you train people, but you don't train people anymore because, for whatever reason. And I know that you're the guru. I know, like, you can take me to the next level."
I'm not the guru, man. I just did it early, like, when a time where nobody thought it was cool anymore. Everybody was,
So I know you did it 10 years ahead of your time.
12 years, bro.
12 years ahead of your time.
13, man.
13 years ahead of your time, and you're not the guru, but you did whatever's going on right now. What can I do to take my game to the next level? And your answer to him will be, you got to go get your family to believe in you.
Yeah.
And you'll perform better. So.
Not even just your family. No, it's not just about your family, man. It's just. When I say believing in who you are, believe that you want to be there. And that will fuel you to go make those great decisions or put your parents and put you in a position to achieve those goals, right? So, you got to get people to believe in you before they're going to invest in you.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
So if you want to get to the next level, you have to have a belief system around you and surround you with good people in order to get that, encouragement or that, that guidance or that, that monetary money, even if it's that part, what I mean, to get to the next level. So it's not just, what I'm saying. Maybe I said it the wrong way, but you have to create a belief system in order to get to the next level.
I hear that, and I think that's a little bit more clear because I think the listener is probably anywhere from 16 to 17 years old as far as our athletes, and then some of them in college, and then going out to as old as maybe 45, 50, those former athletes, for the base of our listeners. And it's really, it sounds like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, to get from that second to that first to improve your mental strength, and really setting up, not more so the physical side, but setting up a mental structure to where you can improve yourself mentally and go out there and just
foundation
and have that foundation.
You can't be scared to tell your parents this is what I need. You
Right.
Be scared to tell you can't be scared to tell your friends or your family this is what I need. This is why everybody loves to see all the great athletes, but if you watch their story and listen to their story, you know what? They ask their people around them, this is what I need y'all to do.
This is what I need y'all to do.
You know what I mean? And if
improve
you guys
the support system.
People around here don't believe that, you out of your mind. Because the people that don't are the ones that are broken, the ones that nobody respects, but the ones that are doing it, they put their faith in their peoples, man. Okay. And you know what? You need your peoples to tell you to be better. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need to bark at them. You need to be able to show that you can. The reason why people bark at people is because they don't believe in you. How about that?
Okay.
Period. We've seen it since we were little kids, people. You know what I mean? You can't bark at a motherfucker to make somebody better. You know what I mean? In life in general and anything. You know what I'm saying? You tell the hard-headed kid to say, hey, you gotta stop being hard-headed and blah blah blah. Do you think that's gonna make it better?
Absolutely not.
Please, man. Anyway,
sorry, man. I go to one end or not the other. Nah, it's all good,
right,
man.
The shit.
Podcast one.
My bad, Wendy.
All right, so here we go. Next thing, fourth workout. Next topic, fourth workout. So.
Fourth workout.
Yes, fourth workout. So. Fourth workout is essentially for those of the elite group who particularly, some people say, okay, I want to work out once a week or I'll work out twice a week.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold up, stop for a second. This is something new concept to me, so Primetime's going to have to explain this fourth workout.
I'm about to break it down to you right now.
I mean, I want to hear this. This sounds interesting. Go ahead.
So, fourth workout. What is an idea for somebody who is addicted to the adrenaline rush of a workout, who may go to the workout Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, and then they have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they want to work out, but they want to switch it up a little bit. Like they kind of.
So what population are we talking about here? People?
Oh man, we talking about 3%, bro. We ain't talking about no average.
Right, so we're talking about a low percent out of the.
Oh, absolutely. We talking about those of like-minded people like us in a way, for our fourth workout.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
so. No.
We not
say that question one more time.
Fourth workout. So this is a fourth workout. So. What can you give us for somebody looking for a fourth workout as far as a suggestion?
Fourth workout. Yeah. For anybody that's like-minded like me. Go on the darn treadmill, put it to 15% grade, walk uphill 15 minutes, 3 times a week for 3 months, and come talk to me.
It won't be 3 times a week. 3 times a month?
3 times a week.
No, that'll be their fourth workout. So what are they going to do for the fourth? So they've already completed 1, 2, and 3.
What do you mean? So during the week?
Yeah, they've already completed 3.
We'll call the fourth workout walking uphill 3 times a week. How about that?
3 times a week?
That's it. That's 45 minutes. All right? That's your fourth workout.
Your fourth workout. Hold up. Okay. All right. So hold up. So they got to change their second and third workout?
No. Do the same workout and make sure they work out and walk up the hill 15 minutes.
4 becomes 6.
3 times a week.
Okay. So
just to help you out.
When you talk about
when you broke into it. Okay, so you gonna have 6 workouts then.
That's
all right.
That's what it is. Deal with it.
All right. So it's funny that he says that because that was actually my suggestion for how do you go from second to first. All right. So I'll go back a little bit. So for an athlete looking for going from second to first, if you're trying to improve your training, I want to know what type of hill training you're doing to get that cardiovascular endurance, to try to get that muscular endurance. If you're not incorporating the hill, then I mean, that's one way to essentially step your game up. Now, for a fourth workout for our civilians out there, how we address you all and keeping you going, we're saying get that treadmill, put it on a 15% incline, and get it up there for 15 minutes.
All right.
Go for it.
Let me strike that.
Go ahead.
It's for the 3 percentile to do that. That's what we're talking about? We're not talking about the baby boomers, the people that said...
No, we're definitely not... I mean, the baby boomers not going
to... But P, listen to it.
They're probably not going to listen to this podcast.
That's what I'm saying. But even the people that might listen to this podcast...
If they're a baby boomer
do it, so.
And they're listening to this podcast and they work out 4 times a week, then they're probably in good enough shape to be able to do something of the sort
I
like that.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
All right. If they're 4 times a week and they're just now starting out, they're going to listen to it and they're going to be like, oh, hell no. And then they're just going to be like...
True.
Screw this podcast. This is not for me.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
It's nuts.
Alright. Yo. Any new video games out?
Video games. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, Spider-Man is this guy's favorite superhero in the world.
My favorite superhero in the world. Spider-Man.
And just to let you know, he doesn't have the game.
I don't have the game.
And I'm playing the game. And when I slide and fly and glide and shoot my webs and web bombs and make my suit all like, Black Spider-Man or, the Hood Spider-Man. Or I was thinking about Primetime. You know what, Primetime? You're missing out, bro. You know what? Sell this microphone that we're talking on and go get yourself Spider-Man.
All right. So the reason why I won't do that is because I like this microphone. And 2, I am doing carpentry during the day. I am part carpenter, part trainer, part workout.
You know what? Get Fortnite. You got the note.
I don't want to.
I mean, you can get Fortnite on the note.
I don't want to.
And play cross-platform with all the young whippersnappers.
I have a very addictive personality. Okay,
yeah, we all do.
And I've got a couple things that I can be addicted to, which is carpentry, working out, and one more thing, which is probably FIFA. All right, and that's it.
I do have that.
Other than that, I like reading. I like learning new things, and I don't. The video game thing is exactly why I never graduated from Southern Connecticut. So boom, there you go. All right, play too much Madden, way too much Madden, way too much.
Yeah, you guys did.
Oh my gosh, it was terrible. It was terrible. I mean, I know I'm not the only person out there, but
yeah,
that's what it was. You know what I mean? And then in the
I
meantime,
agree with that because I was already watching and playing too. But you know, I was
he was going to school. He was doing his classes. Like, oh my goodness. I'll tell you something else. Then put it down like that. I always say I got no, I can't say it. I got 2 things out of school. That was 2 friendships. That was Just Blaze and Jenny Boom Boom. Shout out to Jenny Boom Boom. Alright, those are 2 things I got out of school for the 3 years I was there. After that, I trained and entered the workforce. I learned all I know. Alright, any other... Oh! Real quick shout out. We got Kettlebell Corner coming up in 3 minutes, but I want to let everybody know that Just Blaze doesn't actively train currently right now, only by private and only by recommendation from the former president of the United States, Barack Obama. So if you can get that recommendation, then he'll probably train you personally. But other than that,
Don't listen to him.
Nah, you ain't getting that. You gotta get you gotta get a golden ticket from Willy Wonka in order for Just Blaze to come out of retirement and train you. Now he hooked me up because that's my boy. So you know what I'm saying. But I still train. So I teach a group class out there in Body Rock. My next class is Wednesday the 17th. I'll be out there. And then I also teach my athletes out in Canton on the 10th. On Saturdays at 10 a.m. You can inbox me for any details of that nature. But right now, we got somebody who is a part of the cell phone gadget corner. That is Mr. Just Blaze. He went from a BlackBerry to an iPhone because he can. So, what's the big difference between a BlackBerry and an iPhone?
But hold on. First of all, let's address
What?
Because I can. What does that mean, man?
Because he can.
Listen.
What?
So you gotta understand, untrained eye people listening to this thing. It's like,
What?
yo, why is Just Blaze get a phone? Because he can. What does Primetime mean by Just Blaze can?
Alright, this is what I mean by Just Blaze can. Just Blaze does what he wants. When he wants the new gadget, he gets the new gadget. You know what I mean? I not to say that I can't, but like, that's too much switching for me. Like, my brain gets acclimated to one thing, and then I just stay with one thing for a week or 2. So Just Blaze has the capacity to be
my addiction.
That's his addiction. Like, he can do that.
That's what he means. It's my addiction.
He can do that. You know what I mean? I don't want to call it an addiction, but hey.
It's an affliction. How about that?
An affliction. Alright, cool. You know what I mean? But I like it, though, because, hey, like, you get to buy the old stuff from Just Blaze. So, I guess if he's selling anything, I'll put that in the show notes. Actually, he's selling his little BlackBerry, so he might just sell it on offer up. So, we'll see. Alright, get your gadgets. What's the biggest difference from BlackBerry to the iPhone?
You know what, to be honest with you, I'm just back on iPhone now. That's the only big difference.
Okay.
But I kept my BlackBerry because I will interchange my SIM card between the BlackBerry and the iPhone because I like to use my keyboard in certain situations for work.
Okay.
So I do have both of these gadgets, which I can still sell, but I like to use that physical keyboard.
Okay.
I do like that.
I like that. I respect that. So check it out. We record this podcast on a Microsoft Surface. We both have that. My phone is a Note 8. I noticed it wasn't much big difference from the Note 9 to the Note 8. And I really love the pen. So when I send my workouts to my clients, I'm always writing on the screen capturing, cutting, pasting, and doing that thing like that. And that's something that the iPhone really couldn't offer me. However, I still have my iPhone. So I'm talking about Jay, but I still got my Note 8. It's dope as hell. And then I kick my my Note 7 Plus
Trade in
with the 250. I can't trade. See, Just Blaze could trade in his gadgets. I can't. I keep them forever.
Trade it in.
I can't trade it in, man.
It's property, man.
Yeah, it's property, but I love them. I can't. I just gotta keep them. All right. So that's what we got right there. So that's what you got. So next week we're gonna kick in, let you know what. We're gonna give you some tips on how to get your parents or your significant other or somebody in your family to take their physical to take fitness a little bit more serious. How do you get them in the workout? We know you love them. We know you want to get them there. We're gonna make this show as great as possible.
That's a good topic.
Yeah, we're going to how do you motivate them? Because you can't make them go. You don't want to just tell them that, yo, you're getting fat. You gotta come to the gym. You can buy them a membership and then they don't go and then you feel some type of way. You know what I mean? So it's a better way to do it.
Yeah,
you know?
there is.
So stay tuned for that.
Not to break them down.
Yeah, you can't break them down. You can't get mad with them.
But you still got to beat them up, though.
Right. But you got to come back next week for that topic. So,
exactly.
All right. My quick rant is a shout out to all of the teachers out there. Make sure that you are being as selfish as possible. You know, you probably got kids, but listen, man, I've been to the schools, man. Them kids out there, man, they vicious, man. Sometimes they don't be showing too much respect. They be on their phones. Y'all got a lot to deal with. So make sure y'all hitting the gym. So any teachers out there that want to hit me up, you can hit me up on the inbox. Let me know. We'll get the workouts popping for you. You know where I'll be. I'll let you know that already. Sometimes I'm at Edge. Sometimes I'm out in Club Fitness in Windsor. Holla at me. I'll let you know those times. And I'm going to leave you with a quote. My quote from the American philosopher, Cormega, is, "Some blind with fury, seeing me shining, like a phoenix arising from the depths, showing the reaper defiance." That's my quote right there. Just Blaze, ended off with your American philosopher quote. Or maybe not American.
Nah, I just hit you with some words of wisdom. Here we go. Listen, people. Just like my man Primetime knows and when he knows. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Oscar Wilde. Peace, everybody.
Peace out.